Hello there. I guess I've stepped out of my comfort zone for this short video because for those of you who know me as Brother Sean, I'm coming to you stepping out of my comfort zone. And I'm doing it in love for you because I know some who watch the videos that I've been guided to do have felt uncomfortable because they immediately recognize me as representing religion when I'm wearing my monastic habit. It's my uniform. And as a nurse for 38 years, I had to wear a uniform, basically and primarily for the comfort of patients and to protect them from cross-infection. But tonight, I'm coming to you in love to share with you my own personal thoughts on why step out of your comfort zone is so important, especially for the survival of your soul as a being of light. Do you think it's important to step out of your comfort zone? Or would you rather prefer to stay as you are in the situation that you're in? Well, I guess I stayed in my comfort zone for too many years. But it wasn't a comfort zone. In truth, it was a hellish experience because I lacked courage. And I know after leaving the monastery as a young Catholic nursing monk back in 1974, because I'd entered at 16, and after 8 years of giving my heart to God, that was my comfort zone, but I was deeply unhappy in it. Not unhappy as a monk, but more unhappy with the way things were working out, with the lack of companionship, the lack of empathy and support. It was more or less do as I say and not as I do. There was deep unhappiness for a lot of us young monks, particularly when we were ordained a monk. After our 3 years training, we would then be assigned to one of our many houses in different parts of the world. And we would leave our brothers and sisters that we knew from our family to enter a community of strangers, and many remain strangers throughout our life. And many of the old monks would say, get out while you're young, this is no life for you. You can do more for God on the outside than you can stuck in here. And many of us were shocked, and we never really understood what they meant. But as a young monk, I felt it was my comfort zone in service to God. But one of the reasons why I really had to pluck up the courage and leave that comfort zone was because of my unhappiness, the lack of Christian charity, the lack of support. But I wasn't on my own. There was about 200 of us that left in the 70s because we felt that we could take no more. And it was a scary prospect, leaving a life that you become familiar and accustomed to entering the world, where in a way you'd lost your sense of identity because for a start you weren't used to money because all your needs were taken care of, apart from £3 pocket money a month, which allowed you a 2-hour break to go into the nearest village and have a cup of tea and a cake. So there were lots of issues that scared many of us about coming back into the world, and we realized that many of us had been programmed. But staying in one's comfort zone when one is unhappy is a false reality. And I know when I lived in a relationship with another person, I wasn't really fulfilled or happy. I guess the rescuing role in me rescued that person. But over a number of years, I realized that this would never work out, but I knew almost within the first 12 months. But I stuck with that for 24 years. And I guess some of you watching this video might be in a relationship that's loveless, or it's past its sell-by date, or both of you are deeply unhappy, or maybe you're in the religious life, maybe you're a minister, maybe you're a professional. But it's not God's will for us to stay in a situation that leaves us deeply unhappy and unfulfilled. And though your insecurity may provide a certain element of comfort, I know from various clients who've come here to see me, some have been exceptionally wealthy. In the eyes of the world, they had everything. Fabulous career paths, lots of money, a fabulous car, designer clothes, 6 and 8 holidays abroad a year, skiing in winter, their own yacht. One of my clients had their own yacht. And you know something? They were as miserable as anything I could describe. And I would look into their eyes and I would just say to them, "Why are you so unhappy?" And they'd cry. And during the conversation, they would actually say, "I envy you." And I'd say, "Why would you envy me?" I said, "I own nothing. I've surrendered everything in service to God as a monk. But you're happy." I said, "Yes, I am. And I'm fulfilled in what I do." I was fulfilled as a nurse for 38 years because I didn't see it as a paid job. For me, it was a way of life. Because I came to nursing as a nursing monk, a young man in his teens. So we didn't do it for money. And we put in an 18-hour day, 7 days a week, with the exception of a 2-hour break once a month, and £3 pocket money for a cup of tea and a little cake. But I was happy, but not happy with the loneliness and the emptiness in the community that I gave my life to. But a lot of people today are judged successful on the amount of materialism that they have in their life, their postcode, their job, even the clothes they wear. But I like to look into their eyes, if they allow me, that is, and then I see something totally different, because I've been trained throughout my monastic training and as a monk to always look into the eyes, because they are the window of the soul, and you can see in the eyes, you can sense, and through silence and prayer, meditation, you are given the skills and the tools to be able to equip yourself to make the right choice. You're given a gift of intuitiveness, and I have that gift when I'm hugging someone. I'm made aware of what is wrong in their life. I get a feeling in my heart, but I will not tell them. I will encourage them. I will use every trick in the book for them to tell me, rather than me presume. I'd rather not disempower someone. I'd rather empower them to share with me why they're deeply unhappy. And they would. So staying in your comfort zone for the wrong reasons is unhealthy. And I would say to you, it's important to come out of your comfort zone where there is unhappiness, but also, if you're happy, there comes a time in your spiritual journey where you have to come out of your comfort zone and walk in faith, in a trusting relationship with God, who will guide you, who will not abandon you, who will point you in the right direction if you're willing to listen and not presume. The head, the ego, will fill you with many voices, and many of them may come from even spiritual teachers. But if it does not come from your heart, then they could lead you astray off your path. So discern in your heart first before you make any decision, and wait. Ask the company of heaven for clarity, and then act upon it if it resonates. But don't be hoodwinked into doing something that would actually make you live to regret it. Thank you for watching. Bless you.